I like the jacket today.
I appreciate it. I think it worked. So we just want to get back to work.
Very self-aware.
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of people like to poke fun at coaches and their sayings, but that was your message, and it clearly got through to you guys.
I think our players they bought into everything that we've talked about, and we talked about the conversations that we had, and it was about going back to work, and it was about the little things that we need to do to get better, and our team did that as a whole.
Difficult conversations. Families have them, teams have them. That's how you categorize it after the game. Inside these walls, a year ago, that loss to Washington kind of was the start of a lull in the season. How did you prevent that from being a lull going across the coast, from coast to coast this year, from not being a lull this year?
Yeah, it was those conversations. It was that time. But I think, we talked about commitment and hardships, and trust equals connection. And all those things happened because we had some hardships with the game and what we thought should have came out of the game, and then asked if we all trusted each other. And we talked about that. We talked about the commitment we had to each other. And ultimately, it showed on Saturday of that commitment and connection. And I thought our team, defensively, offensively, especially, played together.
Sometimes difficult conversations come with yelling, come with tense moments.
Yeah.
Is that how you describe how? I mean, how tense was it in these walls?
I mean, it wasn't crazy intense, but I think sometimes you have to have those messages that aren't, it's not easy to hear all the time. It's not something you always want to hear, but great organizations have that. And then when you leave those rooms, you're in a great place afterwards. And I felt like our players and our coaches were after that.
It seemed like anytime you needed a big play on Saturday, you got it.
Yeah.
In one aspect or another. Jordan Marshall stepping in with Haynes out, your defense making interception after interception, big hits on the quarterback. What did you make overall of just that big playability from guys all over the ball?
Yeah. Coach Morgan did wise words. So every Friday, I talked to the team, but then have a coach too. Coach Morgan was up, and he probably gave one of the best speeches that I've heard, and talked about trust in each other, and asked if guys trusted each other, and talked about the commitment to the team. And at the end of that speech, we all looked at each other like, man, like if we can't play together after that, after this whole week of practice, and after that, we're fooling ourselves. And from Jordan Marshall to all those guys on defense, to the guys on offense, to Bryce, to Abe Marsh, to McCulley, to Rayshon Benny, to Derek Moore, to Jimmy, to Cole. I mean, you just saw a whole bunch of guys make plays all game, and just so proud of that team.
To bounce back in that way, right? I mean, it's the easiest thing to say. If you win the turnover battle, you're probably going to win a game.
Yeah.
But man, your energy pumping up the crowd, leading right into an interception. How good does it feel in those moments at home when that really pops and you can kind of tell your guys, listen, here's the proof.
Yeah.
Here's the proof, the trust, all that comes to fruition if we can do this together. And put the work
I mean, I think you talk about the work that you put in the week, and you saw it on Tuesday and Wednesday of how committed they were to each other and the intention of all the work on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. But those are like our two physical days, and you can see that come to fruition. So, like, my energy just came out because I saw how much passion they put in the week and felt it throughout the stadium, and I felt like I needed to give a little umph for the group to get the crowd pumped. So, just so proud of the players.
We are standing just outside the locker room here. There's a wall of trophies and accolades that the teams have accomplished, that you've accomplished in your time here. This is a big one. Paul
Huge.
Bunyan.
Yep.
Also, I noted to you, I mean, this thing, it surprises me how big the trophy is.
It's heavy. It's super heavy. Little guys can't carry that one.
I know it's how important it is, this program. What's the message to this guys about trying to keep it here this week?
This game means everything. We got to do everything we can to keep it here. All chips are in, everything's in, not holding anything back. Plays, calls, preparation. This is the biggest game of the year, so we got to do everything we can. Records don't matter, but also the outside noise doesn't matter. The talking doesn't matter. It's about playing the game and executing the game on the field.
The off-the-field stuff does get loud, and it's the fourth straight year for a night game. Tensions get hot at night. What do you tell your guys about trying to keep that away? Because they'll probably know half the roster on the other side.
There's a lot of personal relationships on the other side, but you got to separate that. This has zero to do with the personal relationship. This has zero to do with any expended energy outside of the football energy, and that's all we got to worry about.